Welcome back to the channel. This is Oblivion. We're here with the spring banner reveal. Now, obviously, there were some leaks out, so I do kind of have a rough idea who's on this banner. Not exactly, because they didn't show the exact units. We also got the silhouettes, which were obviously like Bernadetta and I think Triandra, so not too surprised who's going to be on here. But let's go ahead and jump in and see what they have. Maybe they'll have some cool stuff. Okay, there's Bernie. No surprise. I actually like the art. Who did this? Done Conda. I don't know who that is, but good job. Looks really nice. Okay, so let's jump right in. Oh, I see Escape Rate 4. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Does that mean we're going to get Wings of Mercy 4? Oh, okay. I'm already excited now. Okay, let's start off with her preference weapon, Bow of Repose. Wow, this is a really powerful weapon. So let's go over it, break it down. So Bow of Repose has slaying, effective against flying, and then it has the Winter Burnie effect, which is really useful and powerful. So essentially what it does is it deals 1 damage to Bernie and the allies within 2 spaces. And what this lets you do is it lets you use things like Ardent Sacrifice or Reciprocal Aid to get your HP to the condition you need, right? So if it's like Vantage, you have to get to like below 75% or like to 50% for Wings of Mercy. And this is really powerful for Vantage and Gale Force strategies. Some other strategies as well, but mostly those two. It's one of the reasons why Winter Burnie is such a unique and powerful unit even until this day. So now essentially we're getting a better version of Winter Burnie who can actually do like really good in combat as well, right? Then when it comes to that, you get +5 to all stats in combat, which is pretty normal. But then you get a massive speed and attack buff, right? It comes in the form of inflicting penalty on their speed and defense, but you're effectively getting attack and speed. And you can get up to 11, right? It's essentially a clash effect built into a weapon. You get 2 per space you move or foe moves, and then +3, so max 11. So you're getting another 11 attack and speed on top of the +5 to all stats. That's ridiculous. That's 16 speed and attack, 5 defense and 5 res just on her weapon. Wow, that's strong. Then you also get damage reduction if you move 1 space, which you typically will. And then if you move 2 or more spaces, you get offensive no follow-up and anti-guard. Wow, this is a very powerful unit, right? Not only is she really good in combat, she's probably one of the better bow calves we have just because she's going to be able to go in, hit somebody, right? Pop a special on them, pretty much guaranteed because she has slaying and anti-guard. She has damage reduction in her weapon and in Remote Sparrow, it seems like, right? So that's a good amount of damage reduction to keep her from getting one shot. She has a ton of stats, so she's going to have an easy time outspeeding opponents and dealing with a ton of damage. On top of all of that, the most important thing is that she offers a layer of support, which is really unique only to Bernice and Brave Lysithea, you can argue. So this unit's already looking fantastic. So let's go down. We have Remote Sparrow, obviously very great A skill, gives that attack and speed and a damage reduction. But then we have Escape Route 4, and this is where things get exciting, right? So overall, this is a very powerful skill. Originally, Escape Route 3 was 50% HP condition, and then you could teleport to any ally within the map, right? It's a global range. So with this one, it's a bit different. You get the Canto 1 effect that actually still goes into effect even if you're below that HP threshold after combat. You also get stats, attack and speed -3, right? Which is good. You're selectively getting +3 speed, defense, and res, which is nice. And then you also get an easier teleport. So if you go into combat and take 0 damage, and you just have the effect from Winter Burnie herself, you can still teleport to a space adjacent to any ally within 3 spaces. But if you got below 60% HP, or equal to 60% HP, you can teleport to anywhere on the map. This is really versatile and very powerful. Obviously, Winter Burnie is going to be one of the best users of this effect because she enables it herself, like guaranteed. But even so, other units who go into combat and will take any damage will at least be able to activate some of these effects, right? Now the real question is, who is this inheritable to, right? Yeah, so Escape Route 3 is inheritable to everyone. So does that mean that Escape Route 4 is going to be inheritable to everyone? Because that means that you're giving like armor and infantry units a way to get Canto 1 all the time, which is really strong, right? It's one of the additional reasons why Legendary Eliwood can be so good, because Canto 1's a lot stronger than you think it is. And it's not only that, this also gives you stats and just a ton of teleportation. This seems like a really powerful B skill, and I'm kind of worried to see what Wings of Mercy 4 will bring. But this is cool. I'm very much down for this. I think Winter Burnie's a great unit. Now, when it comes to Winter Burnie's roles, she's obviously going to be a nuke and a support, right? She has a lot of power in that weapon, and she's going to be able to do a lot of damage. And she also has defensive no follow-up and tempo, which means she's going to be able to get those follow-ups in guaranteed, which is really good. And then she also offers that layer of support, which is really nice. Now, when it comes to game modes, Ether Raid's offense is going to be her best game mode, hands down. There's just no other game mode that she's going to excel in as much, in my opinion, because that is where you can enable Vantage and Gale Force strategies the most and take the most advantage of them. And that's not to say she won't be good in other game modes. She could be a good unit on like Ether Raid's defense, on like a cav line or something like that. And it's possible that she ends up in some renewals. I don't really see it all that much unless if like Vantage strategies somehow become meta. But I don't see that happening again nowadays. Hardy Bearing's just like so standard. But But even so, she'll be a fantastic E3's offense unit. And definitely a unit I'm considered picking up because I'm such a Vantage and Gale Force like connoisseur, right? I love those strats. Okay, so there's Triandra. That's not a surprise. These are the 2 units we saw with the silhouettes. She shouldn't be a demote, right? Because she's the 2nd unit. Yeah. So we have a colorless Tome Flyer. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see what you bring. But let's start off with her preference weapon, Nightmare's Egg. Okay, this is pretty interesting. So this is essentially like she's Panic Smoke 4 essentially as a unit, right? She's going to be able to go in, she's going to be able to inflict panic on people while dancing, and then she also gets to like give out foe penalty doubler, so she's going to make it so like those debuffs really suck to have. That's pretty cool, not bad. We also have her preference dance that she already had, Frightful Dream, which is honestly a very powerful dance, especially on something like Ether Raid's defense, because inflicting guard on people can just completely cripple them and stop them from either securing kills or getting healing from healing specials, right? So that's a very powerful thing. But let's check out Firestorm Dance 3, because that's what's going to be really interesting. Because typically Firestorm Dance is not the most meta skill. You don't really use it ever. So if a skill like Sing or Dance is used, enables Canto 1 and grants attack speed +6 and Desperation to target for 1 turn. Holy shit. Wow, they took a skill that sucked and made it really, really good. So you can go in, you can dance, you're giving attack and speed +6, which is 2 very relevant stats, right? That's actually really solid. You're also giving them Canto 1 and Desperation, so they're gonna be able to go in and they're gonna be able to just hit twice in a row and do some serious damage. That's a very powerful B skill actually for a dancer. Now it's still gonna be difficult to give up something like Wings of Mercy because that's just such a versatile and relevant skill most of the times, but I think this is a great option. Like, this is going to be great in a ton of different game modes, and definitely something we're going to have to look out for. Now, when it comes to Triandra's roles, I can see her being used in Ether Raid's defense as well. She's obviously going to do a great job, just like normal Triandra would. The difference, of course, is that she's not a mythic, so she's not affecting your score in any ways or giving out mythic buffs, but even so, she's going to be able to, like, do some major damage on the enemy team through debuffs, right? She's going to be able to get out the foe penalty doubler, which will be annoying, especially if you have something like Yoon on your team, right? Her combined with Yoon would be super annoying. It also gives an extra layer of panic you can put out alongside Yoon. That's pretty good. I think that's actually a pretty powerful dancer. Do I think she's going to be meta? Probably not, just because it's hard to be a meta dancer. Typically, you need to be a duo dancer, or you need to have some like cracked effects, right? Okay, who's next? Who is our demote for the Easter banner? She looks cute. Her little ears moving in the wind. That's cute. I'm not really a big fairy fan, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's Ashe. Okay. Whew! Oh man, my heart jumped. I thought it was Felix for a second. I was gonna literally like break the screen. It kind of sucks that Ashe is once again getting put into alt hell, essentially, right? Seasonal hell. So he's not gonna have a base form yet again. At least last time he wasn't a demote, so it's not as bad. But man, I could imagine being an Ashe fan and being a bit disappointed. So we have Bunny's Egg Plus. This is an inheritable dagger. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants attack and speed +5 during combat and reduces damage from foes' first attack during combat by 30%. This isn't bad. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. I don't know where I would really use this. Typically, I'd rather have like the no follow-up daggers than this, but it's not bad. We also have Rally Up Speed, which is pretty nice fodder if you're looking for something for like Arena, right? Or just whatever. Rally Up Speed is nice. Attack Speed Catch 3. This is really good. I really wish this was in the normal summoning pool, though, and not the seasonal summoning pool, because we need it so desperately badly, right? I think the only other unit who has this is New Year's Liar, who's also in the seasonal pool. So, not the... I mean, it's amazing fodder, don't get me wrong. I just wish it wasn't here. I wish it was somewhere else. And lastly, we have Attack Speed Rain 3, which is good. You know, it's a pretty solid skill. Rain skills are typically pretty used. So, nice kit overall. I could definitely see some Ashe fans being pretty happy and being able to, you know, max them out to +10 pretty easily. Red Dagger's interesting too. That's the most common weapon type. So here is our Harmonic, and it's exactly what everyone predicted. It actually is freaking Karla and Freya. Here's my thing. I like Karla. I think she's a cool character. But I don't understand why Karla is getting this much love. Like, Karla is, if you've played Blazing Blades, Karla is such a minor character. She's essentially like an Easter egg. That's actually... That's hilarious. She's an Easter egg, and now she's on the spring banner as a bunny. Wow, that is so ironic. How did I not think of that? I kind of just stole the like win from my sails. I was gonna complain that she gets too much love, and I think she does still. Like, compare her to like, you know, other popular characters that don't get nearly as many versions, and especially not as many powerful versions as Karla does. So obviously there's someone on the dev team who likes Karla a lot. But this is really funny that I think, that I thought of that she's an Easter egg, and now she is a bunny. That's hilarious. So we have an Axe Cav. Ooh, we have some really good fodder here. Ooh, my god, wow. Okay. I'm not even looking at her weapon. That fodder is so juicy. So let's start off with Sisterly War Axe. Very interesting name. We got Slaying, special cooldown -1. At start of odd number turns, grant special cooldown count -2. Oh, at first I thought I was going to hate this, because usually odd and even number turn effects aren't that great. But when it's special cooldown -2, that's just really strong, right? So let's break this down. So we have Slaying, we have at start of odd number turns, you get -2 special cooldown just every odd turn, which is really good, because it means you can run like really high cooldown specials like Gale Force, and it will immediately go down to 2, right? It will start at 4, it will go down to 2, you can technically wait till turn 3, and it's down to 5, and you just have a pre-charged Gale Force. That makes her a fantastic Gale Force unit. That's ridiculously consistent. That's stupidly powerful. That's not even the end of it though. She also gets attack and speed +6 during combat, and then she gets the true damage effect that we've seen on Brave Erica and on Harmonic Karla, where you essentially get a ton of true damage based on how big your special is. So if you have a 5 cooldown special because she has Slaying, you're getting 4 times 10 plus 20. So you're getting 60% of your speed as true damage. 60%! That is a lot of true damage. That's a ridiculous amount of damage. And then we also have if she initiates combat as within 2 seconds of an ally, and if her special triggers, she essentially negates damage reduction. So she's going to be able to turn off things like Close Call, or like Spurn, or like Dragon Wall, or whatever else, right? So she gets damage reduction piercing, which is really strong. And then she also prevents foes specials that are triggered by used attacks, which means she disables defensive specials, which is stupidly good. We have seen this on Legendary Nana, and it's just so stupidly good. It can just completely turn off near save units and let her just smash through things. Now, obviously, the big difference between her and Legendary Nana is Legendary Nana gets to attack twice in a row before the foe can counterattack, and also every single one of her attacks ignores damage reduction. While with Karla, it will only be when her special triggers. But even so, Karla has some major advantages. First of all, she has really easy access to special cooldown, meaning that she can run much more powerful specials than Nana can, right? Which is a big deal. She also has way better true damage than Nana does. Nana has true damage based off her attack, which can be hampered by like minus attack effects, which are pretty common. But with Karla, you're going to be stacking a ton of speed anyway, and you can get up to 60% of her speed, which is a ton. So this unit is ridiculous. She might easily be the best axe cav in the entire game now. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. The other thing is she can run AoE specials extremely well, and even though you don't get the damage reduction piercing with the AoE special, it doesn't matter, because when you can have 60% true damage on top of an AoE special, it's going to do a ton of damage. Like, it's just stupidly powerful. If you've ever played with Harmonic Karla, you know what I'm talking about. You just run her in there, she blows up the entire enemy team, and it's GG, right? And the thing with this Karla is that on turn 1, your AoE special's already at 1 cooldown, which means all you need is 1 Asker, 1 Duo Asker, a Duo Crom, and you have an instantly charged AoE special, and she's going to just kill anything. And the best part is she comes with a very stacked kit. She's one of the pretty much the best kit you're going to be asking for. Attack Speed Clash is definitely her best A skill. Flow and Trace gives her offensive no follow and Canto. And then Speed Zone 4 even makes her kind of tanky with some speed-based damage reduction. This unit is busted. I'm not going to lie to you. This is probably one of the best axe. And we haven't even gotten to her Duo skill yet. I should say Harmonic skill. Her Harmonic skill. Either way. Holy crap, this unit is busted. Whatever Karla dev there is, they really love Karla. Okay, so let's see. Oh, shit. Wow, that's powerful. Holy crap. So we have a harmonized skill that affects Blazing Blade units and Heroes units that grant special cooldown count -2 to unit and allies from the same title as unit, and you get attack +6 and Resonance Blades, which is attack and speed +4 to unit and allies from the same titles for 1 turn. This is broken. This is a broken unit. She is completely and utterly ridiculous. And then at the same time, if you can just provide cooldown to other Blazing Blade units. Now, who's from Blazing Blade, right? First thing you're going to think of, Flame Lyn. And the cool thing with Flame Lyn is that she needs special cooldown to run godlike reflexes. It's one of her biggest problems, because you don't want to use shield pulls. You want to use something else that is better, like a lull or additional speed-based damage reduction like Close Call 4, right? And with this, you can do that. On turn 1, you just pop this. Karla's AoE is completely set up. Lyn's AoE is completely set up. You can even charge up like Legendary Eliwood's AoE or like Miracle on Brave Hector. Wow, that's going to be so good. Oh my gosh, this unit is so ridiculously powerful. Oh my god, they went really over the top with this unit. I don't know what they were thinking. Also, we can see her stats. Let's check out her stats real quick. So she has 40 HP, 61 attack, so minus 16. So that is going to be 45 attack, 47 speed. Wow, that's high. 24 defense and 22 rest. So the one thing this Karla is missing, I would say, is that she is squishy. She is very, very, very squishy, and she does not have damage reduction outside of Speed Smoke, which won't be active until she actually deals combat, right? The thing is, if you use her as an AoE unit, she'll go in, she'll kill a thing before she even gets hit, and then she'll get Speed Smoke, so she will have some damage reduction. Even so, though, she's so squishy that it is possible she just gets blown up and dies. So that is her one weakness, I would say. But there are ways to get around that for sure, especially if you're running something like Legendary Elliewood, who is from her game, and he can just give her a ton of buffs, right? So this unit is ridiculous, like completely and utterly ridiculous. Oh my god. What were they thinking? And there's Michaelis. So our free character is Michaelis, which was not unexpected. If you've seen the leaks, it was kind of pretty much confirmed. So we are carrying on that tradition, right? Which is nice. So there's Michaelis. Okay, so let's finish this off by talking about Karla's roles and her game modes. So when it comes to her roles, obviously this is a nuke and a support unit. She's going to offer cooldown reduction for her team through her harmonic skill, and then she's also just a giant, massive nuke who can just completely wipe things off the board. She's going to be extremely powerful, and she's a cav, so she has 3 movement, which means she's going to get around the map and be annoying. She's obviously not going to be very good at tanking, but that's not that big of a deal because she's just going to be all in on nuking. Now when it comes to game modes, this unit is going to be amazing in a lot of different game modes. First of all, she's going to be amazing in Aether Raid's offense, and she's going to have 2 different roles there. Her first role is going to be a Gale Forcer. She can literally pre-charge her Gale Force before you even engage, which means it's extremely consistent, and she's pretty much guaranteed to go in, kill something, get the Gale Force, and then kill something else, and then you can start the whole train of things going on, right? Which is great. Her second option is a hit and run unit. You can charge up an AoE on her, she goes in, she hits something, AoEs down the team, kills the near save or whatever else frontliner they have, and then she can get out of there pretty easily with Kanto, and then you can just like get a dancer and get her out pretty much pretty easily, right? And what that is really good for is turn 1 attacks on Aether Raids. You can go in, smash something, get out of range, have the safety fence protect you, and then Karla goes in turn 2, kills another thing really easily, and then you just wipe the whole team out, right? Really easy, really powerful. When it comes to Aether Raid's defense, it's possible she shows up there as well. I'm not so sure. Typically, melee cavs aren't the best on Aether Raid's defense just because of their limited range, right? But I'm sure you can make this unit work because she's just so powerful. So I wouldn't be surprised to see her there as well. When it comes to Arena, obviously she's not going to score the best. She is an Axe Cav, and she doesn't have a dual skill because she's not a dual hero. She's a harmonic hero. So she won't be doing that well in Arena. Now, when it comes to lasting summer duels, I expect this unit to be completely and utterly meta. This is going to be a meta unit who's going to show up. She's going to annoy the crap out of you. She's going to be like Brave Stealth version 2, but she's a green axe. And I expect to just hate this unit. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm probably going to be using her, but I'm also probably going to hate her guts. So this is going to be a very powerful unit that you're probably going to want to ban a lot of times because she just has easy access to so many different types of builds and AoEs, which are extremely meta relevant right now. Okay, let's answer the final question. Should you pull? And I'm gonna be honest, this is a difficult one to say because these units are ridiculously good. You have 2 extremely powerful units who are going to be meta relevant 100%. There's just no chance that Spring Bernie and Spring Karla are not meta relevant in some game modes, at the very least, right? At the very least, Spring Bernadetta is a better version of Winter Bernadetta, and Winter Bernadetta is a very meta relevant unit for Gale Force Advantage strategies. On the other hand, Karla's going to be a meta-relevant unit in probably a lot of game modes. She's extremely powerful. So if that is important to you, that is a reason to pull. When it comes to Triandra and Ashe, I don't think either of them are going to be extremely meta-relevant. They aren't bad by any means, but just not meta-relevant. When it comes to reasons not to pull, there are a lot of reasons, right? We just got the announcement of who's going to be on the Hero Rises banner, and it's pretty stacked. That's a good place to spend orbs to get a lot of meta-powerful units and to get a lot of value for your orbs. While this banner doesn't even have a spark if you aren't a Fey Pass subscriber, which is a big deal. You're not guaranteed to get one of these units if you're free to play, which sucks. The other thing is that we probably have a new Heroes banner coming up pretty soon, which could be Engaged, so if you're a big Engaged fan, you might miss out on those characters as well. So when it comes to should you pull, I think that the best choice is always to wait, right? You have a month with this banner to see what comes out. That's enough time to experience a Hero Rises, see the new Heroes banner, see the Legendary or Mythic banner at the end of the month even, and then decide, right? But I do think this banner is extremely powerful. So if you are a big fan of one of these units, or if you need one of these effects for one of your teams, like the Spring Bernie effect, then this is a good place to pull, to be honest. And I'll definitely be going in at least to Spark and trying to get Spring Karla and Spring Bernie as well, because they're just so meta relevant. Like, I just don't see them not being used. They're just that good. So now I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of these units? Are you excited for these new units? Are you happy with who they picked up for the spring banner? Or would you have liked to see somebody else? And also, will you be pulling? Either way, if you are pulling or not, let me know in the comments down below. And also who your favorite unit is on this banner. Once again, I'd like to thank the members for all their support. And if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. This has been Oblivion. I'll catch you all later.